Get this shit up and going. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy MLK Day. Happy MLK Day. Let me make sure. Cámara, cámara, cámara. There we go. Cámara, cámara. Good morning. Good morning to the one person in the chat. Thank you for being here. Talk about some things real quick. Just let at least a few more people get in the room. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I gotta get myself right this morning. Hold on. Woo! Here, you hold this. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Let me share this real quick. Put this on my screen. Yeah, you can come in here. Just close the door because I don't want him to wake up. Do y'all see this shit? Do y'all see the weather across America right now? Baby. Where I'm at, it's say 41, but it's like 16 degrees outside. It snowed so bad last night, and I saw the snow coming, and you think I would have got up to like take my dog out of some shit? Nah, we ended up having to get our asses caught in that shit. We ended up getting caught in all of that snow last night. We're gonna get into some things. I just gotta get myself ready real quick. We're gonna talk about what happened this weekend. Come on. Yeah. Shit is crazy out here. While y'all wait for me to thank y'all for waiting. I appreciate it. I literally rolled over at 5:30 and said, let me get up and do a live real quick. Let me do a live real quick. And I'm getting so comfortable with this. Like I'm thinking like I've been this weekend I was thinking like, damn, it's so much easier to just do what you need to do in the live and then always edit the live up and chop it up and make it a video. So I'm definitely thinking about that because it's so easy to put a live together. So good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me this morning. I'm gonna get started in a minute. I got one person in the room. Ain't nobody dropped down. I feel like Clyde Diva. Nah, it's all good. Cause sometimes I'll be that one person in the room that ain't dropped down. So I get it. I'm just glad you're here. All right, well, let's roll. I had to roll me on a good month. All right, so let's get into it. On this weekend, baby. This weekend was something else here in this beef sector, yo. The first thing I want to talk about or situation is Spiller Boy TV, Timothy Blaine, Food Junkie, and Duchess Kelly Love. Hey, yo, I didn't even know that it all went down until the next day. I went back and watched it. And I can honestly say Food Junkie was definitely bothered. He came back on the live. So apparently, um, Spiller Boy TV was going live because he was addressing things that went on with ZT and Spiller and Rico. And I think he was saying it as, if shit happens, we can report on it. Everybody's news. You know what I'm saying? If it's doxing or not, it ain't doxing if it's public information. So I think that was pretty much what everybody was talking about. And first, before I do that, I definitely want to shout out Dr. MLK. One of my favorite quotes from him is, "What are you doing for others?" I love that quote. And I have a MLK video coming later on today around noon ish. So be looking for that. Let me add myself to the stream. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I slept well. I heard the snow all last night. But so yeah, back to Spiller Boy, Timothy Blank, and Food Junkie and Duchess Kelly Love. So I think Spiller Boy was going live, and I think he was just trying to let everybody know that it's okay if you have an opinion about that, and it's also not doxing if it's public information. People release this information all the time that they find online and stuff like that. So he was just trying to draw a comparison with the situation. And then Food Junkie comes on, and Food Junkie's like, well, I just have to agree to disagree with you because it is doxing. And he was just basically saying, like, it is doxing when people release information. And then Timothy Blaine hopped on, and, he started talking about it is, how it's doxing and how, people will be calling. And he doesn't like the fact that people will be calling on behalf of Rico. And that's where the conversation went to Food Junkie and Timothy Blaine. And Food Junkie asked Timothy Blaine, "Do you remember when you and I got into it and, you had some words for me because I felt a certain kind of way about what you thought about Kevin Samuels?" And Food Junkie was trying to, say, "I felt some kind of way. You shouldn't be, as a homosexual male, you shouldn't be putting a label of a gay man on a straight man if you don't know it to be factual. So I just thought you saying that was problematic." First of all, that is not problematic at all. It's not problematic because if that's problematic, then it has to be problematic on the other side, where straight men are calling straight men gay all the time. They tell each other they're punks, and if you don't do this, you're gay. So for him to draw that conclusion, that's not problematic. I think your choice of words was very strong. It's not problematic. It may be offensive, but nothing about what he says causes another problem. So, but you were pressed about it. It was problematic. And then Tim, said what he had to say. And I guess his rebuttal to you during that time made you get your ass up off of him. Like he said, you got your ass up off of him. And Food Junkie was like, well, I could have went, beating on his chest. And then all hell broke loose because, I think Food Junkie was trying to prove a point, but there was no point to be proven. You said how you felt, and it was received, and you saw what happened during the situation. And so I think Uncle Tim wasn't trying to fight, or I don't think he was trying to come from a place of combativeness, but baby, those two got into it. And it was so funny watching Spiller Boy try to play the mediator between two individuals because I don't know if anybody dropped a comment, but I'm gonna say good morning to y'all because I don't see no comments. Good morning. Oh, I can't see no comments at all. Oh, but good morning to everybody that's coming in the room. 8 folks. Good morning to you all. And it was funny watching Spiller Boy TV sit there try to be the mediator between the two because I remember being in the same place, and it's like you're damned if you laugh at a joke, you're damned if you do. And I saw him sitting in the courtroom floor trying not to laugh. The shit was hilarious. My take on that is that I think Food Junkie is very, very hurt. VORNGL. Hey Shakila, how you doing, boo? I feel like Food Junkie was hurt. I feel like he looked in the comments. He thought he was gonna come up there. And, I don't even think his expectation was to come up there and read or do anything like that. But he came up there and he got the business. Damn, Uncle Tim gave it to him, and it was bad watching him. He got on camera. He showed his face and his beard. And Food Junkie isn't an attractive man. He isn't ugly. But I don't know if Food Junkie knows that. And the reason I say that is because when it was all done and it died down, Uncle Tim left, the situation left, Newbie came up there, he comes back up there. And the first thing he says when he comes back up there is, I just came up here to show y'all that I'm ugly. And it was like, really? You're pressed. That's pressed behavior. That is definitely pressed behavior. Um, Food Junkie, you're not an ugly man. And you certainly shouldn't let people in the virtual world tell you how you feel about yourself. Like, that was crazy to me. And then, like you said, you came up there to kick it with Nubiology, but within the first 5 to 10 minutes, it was just nothing about how you look, and people say you're ugly and blah blah blah. And it's like, you really, that matters to you. So thought that was interesting. I learned a little bit more about Food Junkie and his behavior, his characteristics. Then we had the Rico update. And Rico gave us an update over the weekend. I believe it was Friday or Saturday, um, about the cat case and about the assault case. And he basically said that with the cat case, it hasn't even been, a date hasn't been associated to it yet, or he hasn't seen something in the system. So he's just waiting on that information. And the assault case, it's weird because this is something between the moderator or his ex-moderator, I believe. So I was trying to gather from what I was hearing. And I think that's a whole different complex situation. I think there was stuff that already happening there. But Rico just basically said that they're gonna just deal with it when the date comes. When he gets the court date, they'll deal with it there. So it just sounds like we missing a whole piece of that story, which we don't need to know. They need to handle that in the court. Um, but I'm glad to know that it wasn't some random thing like everybody was out here trying to make it. Like he was doing something with an Uber driver, or it was, because I was sitting here thinking like, damn. So I'm glad about that. Um, I'm glad about that. And Rico, like you said, keep your business off of here. Don't tell him nothing about the court case. Let old dude tell it if he's gonna spill it. And I find it interesting that I think when y'all stopped talking, he was over in Jay Wilson's chat or trying to spill the beans over there. So it's interesting how I think this story came about over there. I don't know. Baby, this weekend was moving, 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 moving. What else went on this weekend? Oh, and so, well, before I get into that, let me say this. So Tracy's so funny. Tracy did a live, and she was talking about how McShaky has this $260,000 case. I think that feds picked it up. He was, doing something illegal with the money or something. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to McShaky. That's not my kind of celeb to watch. But it's interesting. Tracy did that video, and Brianna had a live schedule with McShaky. First it was Saturday, and then it got pushed back to Sunday, and then it never came about. And so it leads people to believe that that case that he got going on is a reason why he's a no-show. Hey, Chocolate Cocoa 85. Thanks for dropping down. So, Bree, I definitely want to see what's going on with McShaky. Now you can take this here. You got a lighter? Yeah, like this. How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Maybe it's so bad outside. So we was all, I know I was expecting. I wanted to see what the hell they was gonna be talking about. So there was no Brian McShaky. Now, baby, can we get, oh, and I got to mention Toya Trump was in Tracy's chat, and I think she was like, she had sent an email to Brian LaPree from Rico situation, and he replied back to her like he didn't care. I'm like, this shit is messy. I'm like, God damn, we reaching out to Vic. What the fuck is going on? That's what I was saying. If y'all go back my run it back first video, subscribers, please take heed to that. Stay out the mess, baby. All right, so let's get to like the real shit. And I'm just, I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm just gonna put it out on the table. But the Brianna, the Kimmy, the Pizarro, and the Grown Folks TV situation, baby, that was a whole hot ass mess. And anytime there's a like there's a smoke and mirrors, it's something going on. So we came to find out that Grown Folks TV and Kimmy were looking to dox Pizarro. And Grown Folks solicited the help of Candy. Candy recorded the conversation, and in that conversation, we heard ZX call Kimmy a bitch. He don't like that bitch either. Kimmy, of course, froze. She didn't see it. She didn't know what happened. And then at the same time, you got Kimmy being accused of looking to dox Pizarro. And at the center of it is Brianna, because apparently Brianna sent her a message saying, I guess Kimmy didn't like the fact that whatever. The gist of it is Brianna, Pizarro, and Kimmy, I think y'all all are playing each other's face. I really do. I feel like Brianna is playing in Kimmy's face with Pizarro. I feel like Pizarro is playing in Kimmy and Bree's face. And I feel like Kimmy is playing in both Bree and Pizarro's face. I feel like Kimmy wants to be head in charge over at Pettyville, and she can't, so she looks somewhere else. Grown Folks TV was her next option, and now we see how that's going. And I didn't even know he owned the Queen's Court TV channel. Like, are you kidding me? Why not create your own channel, Kimmy? Why not do it on your own? I don't understand it. I don't get it. And so when Shush Trish was having this live go on, and Grown Folks TV was up there talking to both Kimmy and Candy at the time, I'm just sitting. I was so baffled because I did not believe that some women are so gullible and vulnerable to this man. You don't even know him like that, and you trust him over somebody, Brianna, that you've known longer than him. To do what? To have attention on YouTube? To have favor? That shit is wild to me. That shit is wild to me. And then Bree, I would be a fool if I didn't mention this, but Bree, that text message that you sent Pizarro on behalf of Kimmy, it did not allude to Kimmy going to dox Pizarro. I didn't get that from that at all. You know, I don't know how you could draw that conclusion, but I didn't draw that conclusion. And I don't even fuck with Kimmy like that, but I didn't draw that conclusion at all. So that was a little bit messy. And, you know, from an outsider looking in, it just looks like Bree, you playing in both Pizarro and Kimmy's face. Like, you just sitting in the cut and letting them two just battle it out on their own. And I tell you, I've been in friendships like that, and where I had two friends that didn't like each other. And the thing I learned was you can't have two friends that don't like each other and stay in the same circles. Y'all can't move in the same circles. You can have two friends that don't like each other, but they need to be two completely different circles. So the time that you have to divide between the two isn't so obvious. And unfortunately, Kimmy felt some kind of way. So she done tried to pay to get Pizarro doxxed. I'm over there in the chat like, what is the cost? What's the bounty to have somebody doxxed? I don't know. I'm going to say it, but I see a fallout between all three of them. I don't wish it. I don't wish a fallout between them, but I do see a fallout because this is some heavy shit. And then once a person is doxxed, it's going to always be this. So who did it? Was it Bree? Was it Pizarro? Was it Kim? I mean, was it Bree or was it Kimmy? You know, if Pizarro is ever doxxed or whatever y'all want to do. Shit was interesting. I was trying to like pay attention. So then Fi Babe came live and she gave her synopsis of the situation. And I mean, for the most part, I think she made sense when she was talking about Grown Folks TV wanted Pettyville, and he wanted it at any cost, whether it was through Kimmy, whether it was through Candy. He wanted to come after Pettyville, and he wanted Pizarro gone. I do feel like that was his motive, and I do feel like he still has that kind of conquer, take off fucking motive. Hey y'all, I'm sitting here running my mouth. Hey to the 17 people in the chat, thank you so much for being here. If you could hit the like button. I hope you are just waking up and you got your coffee too. I ain't want shit. I just wanted to come down here and talk to y'all again. This shit is good. Who did this? You put that cinnamon and sugar. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Cash App and bullshit. How y'all doing? Do y'all have snow? Like, do many of y'all have snow? I'm sorry, I just woke up, so I'm definitely bags under the eyes. But do y'all have snow? Where y'all at? We definitely have snow. Let me see if I can show y'all the snow. Oh, no, I can't. Good morning. Good morning. You see this? Good morning, Shantae. Yeah, DMV got it. We got it. Yes. I woke up this morning. Well, I woke up last night at like 12 and went outside. It was so much snow. It snowed a little here in Atlanta, about an inch. No, we don't have snow, but I would love for it to snow. It's our winter. Baby, we got some snow, but it's gone this morning because it started raining. It's just cold as hell. It's just cold as hell. Thank y'all for coming through this morning. I'm trying to upload this picture for y'all. And then I'm do like an MLK video. I got it's gonna be published at 12. I uploaded Friday. I was gonna do it this morning, but I wanted to do this live before then. And then at 12, I do an MLK tribute. You know, that's my frat brother, MLK. So of course, I've learned quite a lot about him extensively. The man. I'm trying to upload this little image. And then my dog last night, he must have heard the wind or something blowing. He crept in my room, come to jumping on my bed. I was like, whoa. A little baby. Why can't everyone? I pray that you all have a blessed. And you too, Shakila. You too, babe. What else is going on? What else is going on with y'all this morning? Besides and I'm sure today we about to have the whole fucking debrief. And I don't even know what ever happened between the ZT situation. I don't know what came out of that. I didn't even hear anything about that other than Spiller Boy coming down doing a cleanup. If it was him or not on skip the lines. Absolutely, babe. I'm sure we're gonna hear more about the Bree and Pizarro situation. I took today off, so I'm gonna be off today. So I'm chilling myself. I bought these steak, the steaks, the pieces of steak, so I can make my own steak subs. I really been getting into cooking shit cooking shit at home, so I'll make some steak subs. I got some green peppers and red peppers and onions and mushrooms. I can't wait to make that today. Me and my friend are gonna have some lunch. I told him come to Chef Roman so I can make something. Other than that, I don't have much planned today. It's a nice day off, and it's definitely everything is closed around me, and I think everything is due to the weather. Everything is closed too, offices and shit like that. So I can't wait to make it. The only thing is he likes cheese. I don't like cheese. He likes mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise. He likes mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. So it feels like I'm gonna be having to make two totally different pots. Good morning, Trademark. What's going on? Yes. And then good morning, Ashton. And you know what I bought too? I bought the Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce in a bottle. So I didn't even know they were selling the Polynesian sauce in a bottle. So I bought that, and I'm gonna put some of that on the sub. I'm trying to, I'm trying to have me a little chef thing going. It's days like this where I be in my whole house mode, cooking and cleaning and shit like that. Whole vibe, catching the vibe. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to eat his sub. You're something like that. Yes, I go in there. I say, please don't give me no mayonnaise. I just want the meat, the veggies, no mushrooms, a little bit of oil, and some sauce. That shit is fire. That shit is amazing. It's so good. Um, that sounds good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, as I'm waking and baking. So, oh shit, I have not. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I have not been into celebrity news like that lately. I have this thing where I go up and down with it. Like I'll be like, "Oh, this is an interesting story," and I'll write them all down and say I'll come and do a horticulture. I haven't. I've been more into like crime stories. I've been watching Dateline NBC. I've been wanting to do more serious stuff. I don't know. I'm not leaving crime stuff. I mean, news, celebrity news and gossip, but it's just like sometimes the stuff be like, okay, I can do more. I can talk, about other things than doing a horticulture. So, good morning to everybody that's here. 20 people that's in the building, in the room. If you would be so kind to hit the like button, I appreciate it. And I'll just drop down. I'm just gonna be dropping down in the morning sometime, popping through. We have a conversation, kick the day off, call it the break room in the morning. Um, that's all. Nothing like I'm not trying to come down here and preach, nor am I trying to come down here and get the beef sector news. I just wanted to have a little light chat, and I want to vibe with y'all, get to know y'all on a good level. What's up? It's a Virgo, Issa Virgo. Come through, wake and bake. You already know. You already know. Okay. Mm-hmm. You already know. Come through with the wake and bake. Oh man. Yeah. So what else do I got going on today? I got much shit. Not too much going on today. My friend, he drove. He made it to Texas. I'm glad he made it there. Um, he's so crazy. Can't wait till I get off. I'm just saying, what time you get off? Trademark Fortune. I'm gonna say this. I feel like I ran into you at Lexington Market months and months and months and months ago, but I'm just a regular soul, so I didn't want to. I'm wasn't like oh, what's up? So I just left it alone. I was like, oh, I think that's him. But I felt like I ran into you 8. Oh, you got an hour. You got an hour. You Gucci graveyard shit. Wake and bake coffee cake. Okay. Waking and baking and waiting on this nigga to wake up. This dog to wake up. Go outside. Yeah, I did. This is the type of weather I miss, being like around the little ones and stuff like that. Because they love to go outside. I don't know what it is about it. They love going to play outside. My little ones. Whew. Had to get right. But thank you all for coming through. I haven't been in the beef sector in like a year. I don't know what's going on. Baby. I return to work tomorrow after 2 weeks off because I had corona. I know you were telling me that, J Boss. Make sure you take use some tea, some stuff to keep your throat warm and moist and ready. Girl, the beef sector is a it ain't nothing. I honestly, I've probably been watching actively now for about 2 years, and I don't think it's anything but recycled beef, but new people with new people. And so everybody's going through it. Still the same thing. I think the doxing is still. I feel like the doxing is on a whole nother level because now you got court cases involved. So beef sector ain't nothing to me. It ain't nothing but the same old, same old. Rest up and get better, J Boss. I'm over it now. But, oh, you over it? Good, 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 good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Absolutely, I'm praying. Was in for a year, and that's true. Recycle, hello. That's why I left. I know, and then it's so hard to like. Are you a content creator or are you just a subscriber of the beef sector? It's so hard to be a content creator and subscriber of the beef sector because you got a channel and you just like give your opinion on what's going on. That instantly puts you in court cases, loans, liens, and schemes. Period. That part. Now I heard about the lien. People, Spiller Boy said that there's a lien on Five Babe's house or something. Like she got all these liens on her house. I'm like, damn. Just a subby. I see you. Me and you both. We both are just subbies. Hey, Miss Cruiser. Good morning. Did you get any snow where you are, Miss Cruiser? I was gonna be a content creator, but I got a career, so yeah. And that's the thing. You can't. It's really hard to have a career and be a content creator in the beef sector. I am a psychotherapist, and there's a lot of mental illness in this beef sector. I agree. I agree. I remember I asked that on one of my shows, and the host that was on the show said, "Nah, they certainly don't suffer from mental illness." I said, "Okay, but it's definitely mental illness in the sector." And the worst thing about it is the people who suffer the most are the ones who will tell you that they don't have anything wrong with them. Like we don't watch it. Yes, we got about 3 or 4 inches. Is that is that common out there? Oh yeah, they're gonna call your job. They're gonna call your job. The thing is, when you call somebody job, make sure you got something work. You know. Oh, y'all hear him? There you go. There you go. What up? It's funny, but some take it too far. They take it so seriously because this YouTube stuff is the most relevance they will ever get. Said it. Good morning. Good morning. I love mother. It's so funny, but I always be like, I be like, I know I said that, but I hope I ain't say nothing too bad. This is snowed in for us. That's crazy. That's crazy. Vermont was like -7 yesterday. Then you have Florida like 56. Snowed in. And y'all make sure y'all hit the like button too. While y'all in here. I'm just chilling. This morning I woke up 5:30, ran, took a shower, ran to my computer, tried to make some coffee, and said, let me come vibe with some folks for a second. I babe, not Five Babe, said she was determined to find out where I worked. Not gonna happen. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. I watched a lot with Rico and D Spot, and I love those two. And when I seen those two could beef, I was just like, come on, is anybody gonna be friends? I know. And that the situation between Rico and ODS and me sitting there trying to like be a facilitator or whatever I was trying to be in the moment reminded me of watching Bree, Kimmy, and Pizarro. And I realized the huge difference in that is the fact that as like men can quickly y'all check me if I'm wrong, but I think men can quickly get over something. I feel like a lot of times females hold on to it. It's almost like a grudge almost. And I don't feel like that shit happened and we done moved on, honestly. I was in the live on ODS picked Rico up. Oh wow. It's a blizzard for us. They just close all schools and virtual classes though. Okay, dang, kids just getting over it. They don't have MLK off the school district out there. This motherfucker just woke up. He over here just scritching and scratching at my leg. What do you want? What? What, baby? What? Let me just finish this. I'm almost done. Let me put my hour in. I also want to let y'all know too. I made 20,000. YouTube sent me a note. It says 20,000 hours of watch time 3 days ago. People really like the videos you're creating. So I made 20,000 watch hours 3 days ago. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. 20,000 watch hours. Just to think, in September, I had 4,000 or whatever you needed to get to your monetization. So in September, I made, in October, I made 4,000 watch hours. And now here in January, we're at 20,000 watch hours. So thank you all. Thank you all for watching. The Run It Back series, it has a high replay value, at least 100 views a day from those videos, not one video in particular, but all of them. And I think it's attributed to the fact that if you are a content creator, create chapters. So when a person watches one video, the next video populates right under that video. And it's almost like an autoplay. It clicks that video. And so it's like, what I see is it just goes back and back and back and back and back. So thank you all. I appreciate it. Like for real. I never asked that. Roman, may I ask, are you a member of the community? Am I gay? If that's the question, 100%. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They trying to take slavery out of the school system. Surprised they still celebrate it. Yeah. Isn't that the whole critical theory argument? Yeah, I am. You so funny. Oh, and he a thrower. Early. Roman, don't be giving all away your secrets. Yeah, Rick Reed told me that. I be trying to be absorb and trying to figure stuff out. I have this other show with this girl. She's new. She's not a content creator on YouTube. She probably doesn't even YouTube. But we're going to have a conversation. I never met her before, so I told her I didn't want to talk too much behind the scenes with her. I wanted to do it live on YouTube. So we're going to have a conversation. It's going to be interesting. I'm not going to tell you the topic. I just got to schedule it with her. It's going to be cute. I don't know the girl, but there's some issues. So I figured, why don't we just settle them live? Why don't we talk about it live? Why don't we have this conversation live and show people like how you settle conflict resolution? So I'm going to do that. I think also too, one thing from this weekend, it taught me the importance of not being behind the scenes with a lot of people when you are a content creator on the same platform, because that causes a lot of room for confusion and her word versus your word, or his word versus your word. So Grand Rising, boo. What's up? What's up, Hilo Lena? I got that tea from your live. I'm like, oh. Yeah, the funny thing about it, you all. No, I'm not. Not at all. And then unfortunately, I be catching myself saying stuff that was supposed to stay behind the scenes, but I be putting it out here. And now, unfortunately, because I don't want I just don't want no one to ever come back and say, remember this happened and you didn't say this then. So I just put it all on the table. Like I ain't got shit to hide, and I'm not scared of anybody. I don't walk by fear, I walk by faith. So even if I'm afraid of something, I lean on my faith to get me through it. I don't fear no man, I don't fear no woman. um, I don't fear my parents. I don't even feel like you should fear your parents. You should fear God, but I don't fear none of that. I don't, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I've done seen some of the shit I done been through. I was in Chicago freshman year of college. Just got a job at Evergreen Plaza. I worked in Champs. Um, I never had a job like this before, but I wanted to make some money. I was in the dorms, blah, blah, blah. So if you know anything about Chicago, they have something called 95th and Dan Ryan. It's the red line. So I was catching a bus from Evergreen Plaza to the red line and from the red line to my dorms. And I had went, as I was at Champs, I had bought the Jordans that came out. They were the double Jordans in a box. It was two pairs of Jordans in a box. And I bought them, and my little gay self just going to the bus, going to the Dan Ryan, like, oh, I got my Jordans. Baby, I went into the currency exchange to cash my check, and this lady came inside and said, do you know those guys outside? And I was like, no. I looked outside. Yo, I was 10 dudes in white t-shirts standing outside pointing at me inside. I guess he was about to rob me. She said, oh, they pointing at you. I came inside. They were talking about some guy in there. So my heart dropped. I just looked. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. I'm looking outside like, what the fuck I'm going to do? So this man was in the line behind me. He heard everything. And he said, do you need some help? I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. He said, stay right here. He went and got his car, pulled his car up front, escorted me out into his car, and drove me to my dorms. And as I was in the car riding with him, he was like, my son was murdered due to gang violence. So when this happened, he was just like, it shook my heart. Here's another young man. And I was telling him, I'm not even from here. I'm from New York. So he helped me. And I was like, that's a blessing. And I said, look how God be putting things in my life to just come through and bless the hell out of you. Yes. You definitely sound like a Champs rep. I was horrible though at it. It was the worst job ever. First of all, I don't like people telling me what to do. So between my boss and people on the floor telling me to go get shoes and go take your break, and that didn't work for me. What's going on, Gene? It was extremely nice. It was extremely nice. I did not know what I was gonna do. God, sure enough, came through in that moment, and I learned then. I went to my dorm. I called back home and explained what happened, and I had a car. I had a vehicle the next week. So that's why I say I always walk by my faith, because if I was to walk by fear in that situation and just to be like, you wouldn't be in a mental space to help get yourself out of it. So nothing really shakes me up. Not the law. It don't shake me up, because if you're doing wrong, then yeah, it should shake you up. But if you're not doing wrong, you shouldn't be shaken up by the law. Is that Miles? Good morning, Miles. What's your sign? I'm a Libra. So I'm a balancer. I like to balance things out. I like to see the fairness. I like to have my own perspective. I don't like to follow the crowd. If the crowd is wearing red and white, I'm going to definitely put on some black. I am. I'll be at all white parties with a black blazer on. You know, all white. Yeah, I know. It's just something about me. It's me. Thank goodness you had parents who could do that for you as well. Shout out to parents moving to urgency. That was my aunt, my uncle. Thank you, TT and uncle, my late uncle, a Libra. Yep. And then Chicago also has what's the festival called in June, y'all? It's the last week in June. Oh, the Taste of Chicago. So me and a couple of friends was going to Taste of Chicago. And at the Taste of Chicago, you get a lot of food. You just eating everywhere. And I don't know how we ended up getting to it with these dudes, but these dudes are they followed us around the whole thing. We was trying to actually exit so we can just leave, but they was following us around the whole goddamn place. And we finally get to an exit, and we just walk into the exit like, well, shit. I was telling them I always keep a shank in my. I always have a weapon on me. I always have a weapon on me. I don't fight fear at all. I don't fight fear. If you put your hands on me, I want to take you out. Like, I don't fight fear. So I was like, we walking up. I'm like, I got a shank, so at least we know somebody gonna be bleeding. Baby, we walked to the end of the hill. Police officers, a whole row of them, just sitting there. I said, "Oh," I said, "We shit." I was like, "Shit, thank you, Jesus." I like a lot of Libras. A lot of them genuine. Yeah, they are. And it always depends though, because you have September Libras and you have October Libras. September Libras are way so aggressive. They are extremely aggressive. They're much more dominant. Us October Libras are a little bit more okay. Do you? Oh yeah, I'm. Oh yeah, I will slice your throat. I will go for your throat. I go for the points. Like I watch a lot of the army videos about physical defense techniques. So when you don't have a weapon involved, and a lot of times they tell you to go for the throat, go for the stomach, and if you are behind them, you want to go for the lower area of the back. So you hit the spine, and the spine. If you hit it the right spot, you'll paralyze someone. I'd be trying to take the person out. You're right about that. Nobody is safer to be prepared than lacking. Libras are cool, but y'all some unbalanced. We unbalanced? We unbalanced though? God ain't playing about you. Good morning, Miss Jones. Good morning. Good for vitals, always. Yeah, you gotta right up in here in the throat. Shoot. I'm trying to figure out how we unbalanced though. September Libras have a couple Virgo traits I've noticed, but when they have them, I don't like it. What kind of Virgo traits? You hear this? Virgo. What kind of Virgo traits? Because Virgos have a lot of traits that irritate the hell out of me. Not a doozy. My No, I ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't gonna talk about that. Be disrespectful and rude. I was about to talk about my my ex. We were so incompatible. In the morning before my live last night, I was about though butcher this lady in the store on the corner of my block. Now is she a Libra? And Fresh Special, I gotta catch your live. We were supposed to be over there the other day. I came over, you wasn't even there. After I had to search her name, I'm searching. I done scrolled to like the fourth page, and I didn't realize I needed to filter it by channel names. Just yes. Do you need to read it? We aggravate everybody. Stubborn. I mean, I'm like, it'd be the questions for me. I'm like, why are you asking me? Didn't I just say this? Like, why we gotta have this? Why you gotta keep Q&A me for something I don't answer? Oh, I got me like this $20 mic from like it's dope to me, but from like Target. That was around a year ago around Christmas time. It's worth it. Let me hit this again because my baby is right here, y'all. Y'all don't understand this. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Say hi to the people. Say hey to the people. Say hey to the people. You want to say hey to the people? You want to say hey to the people? Your man, a Virgo. Nah, I'm single. Oh yes, okay. You're an Aquarius. Okay. Here, get your ass down. My BFF dated a Virgo, and he was the sweetest person. He could be spicy, but she never saw anything she wanted or needed. She had. Really? It's nice. But I get along with Libras. I'm an Aquarius. What month is Aquarius? Is Aquarius January? Because I felt like Aquarius is January, but I think when I was over on Spiller Boy TV's live, he told me that January was a different month. We need to know, LOL, because what if you answer differently once the third time from the second time? Now we don't believe you. Oh yeah, I'm single. I'm single. Yeah, I'm single. I'm single. You want to just say that? Yes, January and February. Oh, okay. Yeah. So my aunt's Aquarius. Charlie Theodore. Theodore. My little baby be over there helping out Charlie Theodore in the fun. He's a great role model. February. My kitten is the same colors. Oh, you got a cat. It's a Virgo. Don't be mad at me. Me and cats do not get along. Oh no, she's not an Aquarius then. She's the one before an Aquarius. Her birthday is January 9th. Yeah, her birthday January 9th. Baby, I'm coming. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. You don't want to even go outside. You just want me to come down there and play with you. Can you take him, please? Hold on. Let me get. Can you take him? Yeah. Mm-mm. Never mind. Tame one if you paid me. I couldn't tame one if you paid me. January is Capricorn. Yep. So yeah, she's a Capricorn. My auntie's a Capricorn. Um, Aquarius. See, when Capricorns all give mother in a way. I gotta be careful. Capricorns. Exactly. Ending may be Aquarius. So that's what it is. So my TT's so my ex was a Pisces. Because that's early March, right? That's the ones that I typically always attract are Pisces. They are all sassy and outspoken like that. Well, the ones I know. Yeah. And my TT, she always questioning me. She always questioning me. I could be giving her great news. I'm always like, damn, I just need to know. I want to know everything. Don't just be telling me the good stuff. What about this? What about that? I'm like, oh my goodness. That's why I always be thinking about backup plans because I grew up in a household where even if you came home with good news, you better have a backup plan for that news. So I used to be like, oh, I'm about to do this. I'm about to, we used to always take trips in school and you have to fundraise for your trip. So I would always get the box of candies that you sell for $1 and fundraise for. And she'd be like, well, what's your plan if that don't work out, if you don't sell them all? And I used to be like, I don't know. I mean, who thinks about that when they're a kid? I'm just going. But that little bit of notion always helped me throughout my life because I always think about a backup plan. Um, always think about a backup plan. What up, Slim Body Bins? How you doing? Good morning. You got some snow today? Hey yo, and let me genuinely say, I really do appreciate you all coming through this morning. Just to chill. I don't know if y'all like got like something to do, but I appreciate it. Like for real, for real. I just clicked live and I said, let me just talk to my people. I consider us, I'm your people, you my people. We just here vibing. I was hoping, what I'm really hoping to do is just get the core folks who, pump with the channel for us to just be able to just engage before the mess start, before the day start, for all that good stuff, just to check in, um, be open. I hate, sometimes I hate the fact that um, I enjoy the uploads a lot more because it don't give me a chance to connect, to like have this silly banter, go back and forth, and that's just to have a vibe. I'm not beefy. I'm not trying to beef with nobody. And I don't hate no one down here. I see the genuine humanness in everybody. I really do. Even the ones y'all trash the most, I'll be like, damn. That's just my heart and my spirit. And good morning, the ghetto view. How you doing? Good morning, Carrie Ray. How you doing? Cool. How are you, man? The flurries fell all day yesterday, but didn't stick. Same here. Same here. This morning I woke up and it was the rain took it all. That's all you saw. I do that. I always need a backup plan. Proactive over reactivate. Yep. It's almost like that ain't moved me. I see what you did, but it ain't moved me. The checks are a nice idea, Roman. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm running live. Yes. I'm doing it. I'm committing myself to it. I said, yes, I'm gonna do this. I recapped earlier in this video about what I saw went on this weekend and my little 2 cents on it. So that's what it was. But like I said, I think this week we can expect to hear more about Kimmy, Bree, and Pizarro. We can expect to hear more about, of course, Rico, the Rico situation. I think those are going to be like the hottest topics because it's been real dry. Morning dupes. Come on, everybody. And y'all make sure y'all hit the like if you can, please. I really do appreciate it. And so for Black History Month, I wanted to do a 28-day challenge. So each day I wanted the channel, us, which will probably be me, but I wanted us to donate $5 to a different organization out of the 50 states. So it can't be the same state. So by the time the 28 days is over with, we've given $5 to 28 different organizations in 28 different states. Talk about an impact. That's a huge ass impact. But to do something like that will require me to either come live every day for like 5 minutes for us to talk about it, who we gonna donate to. I'll probably queue up like 3 organizations in 3 states and y'all select which one we should donate to. And then I'll make the donation and I'll post that image on our community wall so that way we all can have impacted during the month of Black History Month. Because the normal stuff that people do to celebrate, every day it's okay, but this is what really, really helps is if you're putting dollars to those organizations who are actually doing the work. You and I are not doing the work. We're just living our normal lives and we're carrying that mission forward. But we need to be putting, money behind organizations who are doing the work. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Can I be honest with y'all? Please, fresh juice. Are you going to report on any of those tips? Which tips? You mean for like when I say this, I really do say this with love. Be real. I'm rolled up and I'm good to go. You down to participate? Okay, cool. Cool. So I'm gonna do it real easy and light, but we're gonna hit some organizations all across America. We're gonna touch everywhere. I want to touch Alaska. I want to touch Hawaii. I want to touch Houston. I want to go to Iowa. We're going to be in Vermont. We're going to hit everywhere. We're going to make an impact everywhere. And I want to be able to, at the end of this year, say, yo, we made an impact 50 states. Shit, if we can get some international countries in there. So I really do. I'm looking forward to that. What's up, Fresh Juice? I am good, sis. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today? Top is the beef sector headlines. Are you going to touch on any of them? I did earlier. I ran them back. I was, y'all ain't gonna believe this. I literally was taking notes in the streets as I was out in the streets. But I did a little bit earlier. I talked about Spiller Boy TV, Timothy Blaine, Food Junkie, DKL, that live. That shit was crazy. If y'all didn't see that, y'all got to go check that out. It was really about ZT and Rico, and Spiller Boy TV was coming out basically saying like, everybody has had something, so nobody should be shunned for talking about their situations or bringing that information to YouTube because they bring his information to YouTube, so it's par for the course. And then Food Junkie joined the live because he wanted to say, well, he thinks it's doxing because, you're bringing people information that isn't public out to the surface. Then Timothy Blaine jumped on and he added his sense. And he was just saying that he didn't think that the cat situation was worth anyone calling Rico's case manager. So they all pretty much had a conversation around that. It was really, really good. I enjoyed that because it was good to watch all of the men of the beef sector have a conversation. Hold on, I'm gonna scroll up. I'm down to Thursday. I donate to the fire victims of the building down the block from me. Hey, I'm scrolling up. This one? Yeah, that live was funny. But nothing was funnier than when Food Junkie and Timothy Blaine got into it. Now, Food Junkie was basically saying how Timothy Blaine reamed him out when he told him that what he was saying about Kevin Samuels being a homosexual was problematic. And Timothy Blaine basically, had his rebuttal during that time. And he just felt, what's his name? Food Junkie felt like it was unwarranted. Like, you didn't have to ream me out because I told you that that was problematic. Well, sidebar, you tell anybody something they're doing is problematic and they don't think it is, they're going to ream you out. Like, that comes with it. So, especially Timothy Blaine, that man, that grown man at his age, you telling him something like that. So they ended up getting into it, going back and forth, because the gist of it was Timothy Blaine was like, well, when I said it and you said that to me, what did you do? Did you back up? Did you back up off of me? And Food Junkie was like, yeah, I could have came at you, but I didn't want to. Baby, that shit went left. Next thing you know, you got Food Junkie coming on live, showing his face, showing that he ain't got black craters on his face. And, and like I said, Food Junkie isn't an ugly man. You know what I'm saying? He's not ugly. But that live made me see one thing. It made me really feel like Food Junkie at times can be insecure about his looks. And I think it has something to do with the chat, because the chat be running their mouth. Because he came back after it was all said and done. They both left. Food Junkie came back up there. I just came back up here because, I just want to let y'all know I'm not ugly. And it was like, you still carrying? You still carrying? Good morning, Fifi. And he was like, I came up here really to talk to Nubiology. But in the first 5-10 minutes, it was all about how you ugly and this and that and the third. It's like, Food Junkie, you're not ugly, man. Please don't let YouTube make you insecure in that light. For real, for real. For real, for real. Yeah, some court stuff going on. There's some court activity going on. Then we had Rico. He gave us updates on his case. Like I said, Rico in the cat situation, he's just waiting on the court date and stuff for him to show. He said he called, but he really didn't get no information or something like that. And I was trying to find out in New York, like, what's the highest penalty for that violation? And I think at the height, it's a fine, because there's no owner of the cat. Like, if somebody owned the cat, they can press charges on him for animal cruelty. But I think for anyone online submitting a video of a potential animal cruelty violation, that only comes with like a fine. I don't think there's no jail time. I don't think there's no probation or anything like that. Girl, Shantae, listen, I'm in the cut like. ODS, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, girl. Hold up, please. Child Tim said he looked like he was poked. I'm not doing this. Listen, so that's the thing. This is how I know, because I've currently had my own situation dealing with animal control, because I have a neighbor upstairs who dog barks like he's crazy. So I've had to go through animal court and animal control, and it took so much to even get that handled due to negligent and all of that stuff, that I know this is going to be like very, very, at the least, it's going to just be like a fine, because they at the least told him that he had to muzzle his dog, or they won't even take the dog. Rico ain't going to go jail for that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I know that people are like, people care about animals and they're going to really push charges for it, but they're not. In COVID, right? You have to think about the environment and COVID and stuff like, and they've been releasing prisoners and people out of the jail for simple shit because they need to keep it down in terms of overcrowding and healthcare wise. So this at minimum, and I'm not saying that he shouldn't have a penalty, but I don't think there's jail time warranted for this. Like, come on, you guys go far trying to catch somebody. Yeah, so that's what TV was funny as hell. I sat there and I had to catch the replay because I didn't even know this was going on. I'm sitting here looking like, and then so Uncle Tim did a video and he titled his video something about the monster is back or something. And then Food Junkie went and did a reply. And I was trying to catch a little bit of that this morning, but I couldn't do that. He be talking too fast. So then Tracy did a video about McShaky, which I thought was a little bit funny because Tracy did a video and she was talking about how McShaky has this pending litigation in court with FBI. Apparently, they are trying to get him because $260,000 in bank fraud or something like that. And so a lot of people were like, "This is an old case. It's not current." But they're picking it up now as of January 7th or something like that. She reported. So I thought it was interesting because Bree is hosting a McShaky interview. It was supposed to be Saturday and it didn't happen, and it was supposed to be Sunday and it didn't happen. So it's like, is this true? Where is McShaky? So I saw that and I was trying to figure out, like, damn, is he going to talk about this? So I was looking forward to it. If she can get that, that'll be interesting because I'm curious now. Like I said before, I don't really pay attention to McShaky like that at all. I don't follow Food Junkie since Tessie Clemens blocked me from his channel. Tessie. I don't know why they even try it. Going at Uncle Tim, baby. I thought it was me. Oh no. Yeah, that's absolutely what it was. Absolutely what it was. It was just like, boy, get your ass down. You done proved your point. Like, let's move forward. And yeah, let me not say too much more. Stay in my lane. So since I can't do my live on Tasha K, I have a question. Is she crazy? Is Tasha K crazy? Tasha K I think Tasha K is a businesswoman. And I think with being a businesswoman, you can either decide to be crazy or you can either decide to do it the right way. And I think what Tasha K has decided is to do her business the way she's doing it. And I don't think, some people, she's not the first one who's been in a lawsuit against a celebrity for blogging. Perez Hilton has been in one. He's been to court hardcore. I don't know if you guys remember that between him and Kim K, but Perez Hilton was one. So she's like not the first one. I'm trying to remember the other blog. It was another blogger who went to court and they shut down the entire blog. They shut the whole blog down. Damn, it was over that wrestler, the Hulk Hogan wrestler. Was it him? Something like that. They leaked his sex tape or something like that, and it messed up his marriage. He got the whole freaking website shut down. So for me, I think she's trying to do this the business way of getting her stuff out there and being salacious and stuff like that. But the problem is that this is now going to set a precedent for us online bloggers, for us folks who are doing this stuff sort of in the video format. You can't get away with just simply putting on your screen a disclaimer that this is a parody, this is jokes, I'm a blogger, I'm releasing information, and I'm talking on a public figure. No, you can't. It's going to be we are now going to be scrutinized the same way FCC scrutinizes TV. They can't just come out here. Can you imagine? They can't just come out here and do that kind of stuff. And if they do, it's in the similar format of a Tonight Show where it's a parody and the information is layered in jokes and humor, but it's the truth. So yeah, you remember that Miles took the whole site down. I was like, whoa. Yeah, but to go to court and willingly admit she did it for the money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Out of her mind. Now, let me be honest. There are businesses who can get away with this. She just doesn't have enough money to get away with this. Because the easiest thing for you to do is to get a shell company over Tasha K's business. So that way, when Cardi B sues the business, the shell company isn't affected. You can still go on, that business, either they got the money to pay you or not, but I'll go and create this other business over here. That's how shell companies get away with it. But she doesn't have the money to create a shell company. She has no resources whatsoever to go and get an entity high enough to house Tasha K's YouTube channel and the other things that she wants to do. Issa Rae did it best, but she's not. So unfortunately, this is I don't see it taking her down though. Like I don't see this being her demise at all, y'all. And I'm just being realistic with you. I don't see this. I see this being an opportunity for her to rebuild if she does have to end up paying millions and millions and millions. But I don't, because people are going to want to see where's Tasha K. What happened? She's going to have a story to tell. This now puts her in the realm of moving from a D-list celebrity to like a C-list now. Even though it's out of misery. I'm being real with you. People will love a sob story. Tasha K will win over her people once they know she's been defeated by Cardi B. She'll have people feeling so bad for her. Trust me. Exactly. In those late night shows, the celebrities are in on the satire. Yep, they're in on satire. So, you know, and I hopefully a lot of us are learning from that. Like to watch what you say, be very careful. And just know that even putting up a disclaimer isn't enough, because that disclaimer doesn't protect you from a libel and slander lawsuit. You better go look up the definitions of libel and slander. And libel and slander deals with harm to a business. Your disclaimer is talking about how you are protected as it does not protect you from harm to a business. She got to hire some attorneys. Like you got to get like you got to keep some attorneys in your circle, girl. Some good friends, like for real, for real. I don't see our business shutting down though. I don't see it being the end for Tasha K. Unfortunately, she puts it out like it's factual. I can see if she put her content out like it was satire, but she puts her content out that screams "sue me," and that's exactly what people will do. Oh, while we're here, can we talk about Nicki Minaj and Jennifer Halton real quick, baby? That right there is the epitome of a scam. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. The fact that Jennifer had dismissed the lawsuit against Nicki Minaj. One or two things. One, Nicki Minaj's lawyers probably threatened her with a countersuit that was way more than she could risk. Or two, she got a financial payout, which is what she wanted the whole time. And for that financial payout, she's willing to fall on the sword. Oh, I'll dismiss the lawsuit. Oh, you're right, Nicki. Go out and save favor because you're the bigger artist. You'll make more money than I would ever if I went out here on my own. That's great. That's what it sounds like to me. And if that's the case, that's what I've always said. This is always all about money. This has always been about money. This girl has always wanted money. It wasn't about victim shaming her or anything like that. It was about the fact that, yeah, Nicki probably offered her some money to shut up, and it probably wasn't enough. So we got here. And you can't put your resources up against somebody who got $75 million and you have 10,000. It's not going to work like that. Either you're going to go forward with this suit and let justice prevail, or you're going to think about the numbers like, yeah, but I really did want I wanted at least $1 million. What you think she did? Listen, I'm trying to tell you. She, of course not. It has come out that she is out. So then that's worse, because that means there is no settlement. That means now she knows that there's no truth in this, that she knows her ass is on the line. She should have just choked. That was disheartening to know that survivors will take money over the bottom line. Oh my God. That's why the Harvey Weinstein, the Me Too movement was so powerful, because before that, it was all about women being paid off for their silence. And that was outweighed you coming out and talking about it publicly. Well, now with Me Too, it sort of dissolved there. Like there's no dollar on it. You got to go a little higher. You know what I mean? The stakes are, it's a little bit different. So I was very saddened by Jennifer coming out doing that in general, because I felt like it was in poor taste if the situation was about what you went through with Kenneth. because she could have done this behind the scenes. And let's just be real, a lot of shit happens behind the scenes. A lot of the work happens behind the scenes. A lot of the shit we see in the media happens behind the scenes. So she could have had taken care of this behind the scenes. There was no need for us to know that all of the interviews. The interviews was what killed me when she started going out on interviews, crying and doing. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, you're selling a story. This is about selling a story. This isn't about. This isn't really about that, you know. Because if it is, this lawsuit wouldn't be dismissed. Tell me if I'm wrong. Sorry, it wouldn't have been dismissed. Not like that, you know. And I'll let Nikki know when I don't mind saying when Nikki's wrong. Um, and I'm actually happy, you know, switching back to Tasha K and Cardi B. I'm so happy that in Cardi B's deposition that she said that this was like suicidal, how she didn't, you know, how this made her feel. I am so glad that she did that because whether that was true or not, celebrities do face that kind of reality. Let's be real. When we put shit out about when we say stuff, critique them, they're just like us humans. And so, if there's one celebrity that can come out here and speak for them in a lawsuit of this nature, of this historic value, I'm glad she did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking on for Lizzo. I'm speaking on all of the people that I think who, in some way, shape, or form, are affected by their talent. You know what I mean? Her. Um, it's just so many other people. Cardi didn't win. They're still in court, but Cardi gave a testimony saying that this made her suicidal. When she looked at her daughter, she didn't think she needs her daughter. She was deserving of having her daughter. Now, I think a little bit of that was far fetched, but she's not only speaking for her. I feel like she's speaking for a lot of celebrities who are oftentimes criticized in the media, you know, and it comes with it, but still at the same time, you don't want nobody out here saying you got herpes. Your children got to grow up seeing this shit when they Google YouTube and when they get older. Now they got this kind of, you know, vitriol out here on the YouTube, on these streets. I think about that. Word. Can you imagine? Pay me for my pain. Okay. I told y'all she wanted to drag this shit out. I said this back in October. I said, oh, Cardi's going to drag this out. This is going to go on until she feels like she's exhausted this girl's bank account. And then gosh, then let's go from the Tasha K situation to the Storm Monroe, the Vaughn, and the other girl situation. And it's just like Tasha K is doing anything and every. She's reaching now for content. Not only is she reaching for content, but she's reaching for a disguise, like a something else to take the attention off of what she's going on to keep her relevant. Um, that whole situation is messy. Storm, I'm gonna be very political about this. Storm Monroe, do what's best for your situation, but I've said my piece on my community wall about that. Um, that people are so mean to celebrities, and that's why they off themselves. Yeah, it is. She needed to know. She needed the Tasha K thing. That humble. Yes, she did. I even think about Robbie, the comedian, who committed suicide, and he often was depressed because um, I think he couldn't live outside of having to make everyone happy all the time. And so when you live from a place of having to make people happy all the time, there's no room for making yourself happy. That's the one who played Miss Doubtfire. I remember that too. So this shit goes to people. It affects them. So you know, I hope she do. And we're all gonna be sitting here trying to see what Tasha K is gonna do to come out of it. Damn, nigga. Okay. Let me vibe. I don't know when the next time I'm going to come back on live. So you can take them if you want to. Or yeah, I can go outside, whatever. Talking about something. I thought you said an hour. The fuck? How old am I? I'm 34. And it's 34 people in here. If you don't mind, please hit the like, you all. I appreciate you all coming in this good morning. What else do we have going on in the sector? Then we had the biggest thing was the Kimmy and the Grown Folks TV over on Shush Trish channel. You know, that was the first time I can actually say I was at Shush Trish channel. And Shush Trish, you did a really good job of trying to be a facilitator. I can say that. The part where I saw you when you told Candy or everybody be quiet, I want to hear the recording in its totality. Like, I enjoyed you grabbing control of the situation. I'm so used to people just letting it just run crazy. I enjoyed that part of it. So on that live, we found out that Grown Folks TV called Kimmy a bitch. Basically, he was saying that he don't like that bitch either. And if she wants to pay the Docs Pizarro, let her do it. And that was his conversation to Candy that Candy had recorded and played over there at Shush Shush channel. And so it was funny because everybody kept asking Kimmy, like, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? I'm just, and I'm faking. I'm just in disbelief. I just don't know where it came from. I don't. She always plays that role. And it's like, Kimmy, girl, do you need the manuscript? The man said, he said it. So she played that for like a good 10, 15 minutes. And then it was a part about her wanting to dox Pizarro and allegedly having information on Pizarro and wanting to dox Pizarro. But the whole thing about it is that Bree said that she let Pizarro know that Kimmy wanted to dox her well in advance. So this was nothing new. That's what Pizarro said. Pizarro said that Bree Ben told her this. Bree Ben told me this. And come to find out, Kimmy's like, I didn't say anything like that. Those words never came out of my mouth. And so as you listen to her read the text message, and now this is just me, I did not take from that Kimmy was about to dox Pizarro. Now, I don't know, y'all may be talking in a different code. You know, every group of friends have their own dialogue. You know, if I say hit to my friends, that might mean run up on somebody, but to somebody else, that might mean a tap. So again, I don't know. But for me looking outside, inside, that didn't sound like, oh, she about to dox you, girl. But that's what Bree said. It's implied. You know what that meant, girl. That meant that. I'm saying, like, damn, it did. It's like them Asian characters. You know, you can get a lot of words in with just one Asian character. It's like, damn, but y'all packed a lot in there without saying much. And that relationship is definitely on the hills. Is hanging by a piece of wind. And like I said earlier in this live, they are playing with each other. I feel like they are playing in each other's faces. I feel like they all have a motive, if not a motive, an agenda. Like, I want my channel to pop, or I want the attention on me, or you're not going to steal my group of followers. Whatever it is, I feel like everyone has a motive. And unfortunately, it's YouTube and your motives aren't hidden. People can see all into it, you know? So I don't know. I don't want to say too much and cause more confusion, but I definitely feel like they're all playing in each other's faces. It's hard to be a YouTube content creator and you have two people on YouTube who are, it's fucking light. It's hard to be a YouTuber or content creator and you have two people on here that you pump with and they don't like each other and y'all run in the same circles. It's different if you're a content creator and you have someone who's in the small home sector and in the basketball sector and they don't like each other. Great, because when I'm in your sector, he's not, and when I'm in your sector, he's not. It's like they don't even bump with each other. So cool. But y'all are so up under each other, so close to each other. It's like, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be explosive when it blows up, you know. And you can only put Band-Aid on something for so long. So That's my thought on that. That's a whole fucking mess. It's a whole fucking mess. A whole fucking mess. And it taught me why it's important to be very clear if you are having conversations behind the scenes. Very clear up front. You know what I'm saying? And then you need to always go into it that somebody's recording you or this can be put out. So if you have that in the back of your head, you shouldn't feel bad about anything you say. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Any text message I send or anything that I've said, I don't feel bad because I know that I'm coming from the truth. And if the truth is out there, it is what it is. So this though, it just seems like Kimmy saying I didn't say it. The messages don't seem like she said it, but Bree said, you know, it's implied and you've already doxed her. And Kimmy saying, well, I didn't do that. That was before. It's like, huh? All the doo-doo smell coming from that entire situation. I gotta rewind to get the tea. Oh, I missed something. Yeah, you gotta go back. Hey, Lady K, how you doing? Good morning. That causes friction in real life. It really does. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. So you can only imagine what's going on. Clearly, Kimmy is hurt. Clearly, Kimmy's hurt. And so hurt people, what do? You feel it in. Stay off them phones. Stay off them phones. Stay off the phones. Well, shit, they need to be saying stay off the gram. I don't even think people are doing phones anymore. I think everything is the gram nowadays. Delicia's up there. Anything else happen, y'all? I think that was all that I saw. I saw that. Let me see what else. Oh yeah. No, I don't want to talk about that. That ain't my business. Grown folks are, you know, I don't even really have nothing much to say to him or about him. You know, I just feel like I'm very shocked at how women are so persuaded by him. Like, that is what's most intriguing to me. You know, what is it about him? I don't even think he speaks from a gentleman, you know, a gentleman manner. Like, you know, I feel like it's always a motive, like a pimp. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but that's how I feel. It never comes off to me like, you know, hey, sweetheart, how you doing? You know, what's going on with you? What you been up to today? It always comes off as if what you can do for me. And I hate seeing women being treated like that. So that's why I don't fashion myself around him or his mess. Stay out them inboxes. Good morning, Blue D Polo. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So thank you all for joining me this morning. Is there anything I missed? Any other tidbit from this weekend? No, that's it. And like I said, around noon, I'm gonna put my MLK video out. It's only a 5-minute video, just a way that I wanted to honor MLK for his birthday and for his federal holiday. So that's gonna be out around noonish. If I don't want to have to re-record or do anything else other than that. Other than that, y'all have a good day. Have a good MLK day. I did put up to show y'all. Hold on. Lady K. Screen sharing was canceled. Oh yes. So I have. Do you want to give your person? Yeah, you can. So I have a friend who lives in the DC area, and we knew the pending storm was coming, and so sort of like let's make dinner, let's watch a movie. You know, the movie we watched last night, The Nutty Professor. Downloaded the Peacock app, and I went through their movies list and it was like, what movie you want to watch? I was like, oh my God, that's the Nutty Professor. I was like, yeah, let's watch it. Watch the Nutty Professor. Die. I forgot how fucking funny that movie is to me. So we watched that. Um, it was so fucking hilarious. And then everybody fell asleep. Me, my dog, everybody fell asleep. Everybody was knocked out. And I woke up this morning and I said, let me do this. Let me come live. Um, yeah, so I had a nice chill weekend. I got a it's this oh my God, no Norbit. I love it. I love it. GX gonna give us his own MLK speech. Like we will be there listening. You said ZX is giving MLK speech. Are you for real? Are you for real for real? I hope he does not insult MLK like that. He needs to give no kind of girl, child, man. Listen, that's crazy. That movie is a classic. Will never, not never. And then under the right vibes, you'll be cracking up. Yeah. Mm. We'll see. We'll see. Like I've always like, yeah, I just been looking for a little bit of freedom. A little bit of freedom. I don't. I'm so it's crazy. Like I always would like be in a situation, and so I'm always used to speeding up past the dating part to get into the situation. So now I'm in the mindset of okay, but a little part of me be like, so what the fuck? We just gonna be playing like that's where I'm at. I'm always like, oh, they gone. They outside. They outside. So the funny thing is, let me tell you. So maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't notice it until yesterday. He had looked at my LinkedIn profile, or like looked at my LinkedIn profile, and so I didn't notice it until yesterday. And so I screenshot it and sent it to him because it said this person has viewed your profile. And I said, "Oh, so we doing research?" I said, what's going on? What you all in my profile for?" And so he was like, "That was from 2 weeks ago." I said, "Oh, okay. So you've been trying to see what's going on." Entanglements on speed dial. Yes, Miles. Absolutely. Absolutely. I took my daughter and niece to see Norbert when they were teens. They walked out the movie theater mortified. Mortified from Norbert. Hey Britt girl, how you doing? Was there snow where you were at? Were you at, Britt? The majority of us have seen some snow, but we woke up this morning, it's gone. The rain took that shit out. Them cabin fever situations are usually a good look. The COVID couples are strong, going strong. Mm, mm. It definitely is a situation. It's definitely a situation. You know, and I feel like also too, um, it's if anything, if COVID hasn't done anything for people who are like dating or in relationships, it's forced you to have to spend time together. It's forced you to have to share things that you would have normally waited a long time to share things like and accept things. Like it's forced you. It stepped a lot of shit up. Like, oh, okay. I didn't know we was doing that, but okay. All right. Mm-hmm. I did that too. I'm gonna look up all your social media. You made me low key crazy. I need to know these things. Listen, so I've blocked him on all my social media. I blocked him on Facebook. I blocked him on Instagram. I can't block him on YouTube. So because I don't know how, I got to figure out which one is that. But he's blocked on all my social media. So now on LinkedIn, that's fine. But I just be feeling like, nah, you need to know me. I don't need you looking up my social media trying to figure out where I've been, what I've gone through. That's the problem. People be trying to use your social media against you. It definitely helped me stay single. Yeah. If y'all want to know anybody who out here lying this morning, Miles. Miles is definitely not single. Why no comment, Fresh Juice? I'm not in England right now, Kiram, so no snow. Thank goodness. I didn't know you was in England. COVID made me and my partner closer. I swear it did. In April, it will be 13 years. Oh, for us, Leo and the Scorpio, the happiest I've ever been. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. It definitely will make you closer. It's that bond. It's that survival bond. Like, we got to get through this together. It definitely is something. I be trying to throw this one out one article of clothes at a time. Or are you convinced I'm not single? Convinced is like a definite word. He's still following you from this catfish account. Same, I'm 7 years in with my fiance. Oh, that is love. So y'all done been through the whole COVID thing together, pandemic together. I think it is. I think it's amazing if you can find somebody that you can enjoy spending free time, as much free time as we have received during the pandemic with, and you're not irritated or frustrated. And that takes, when you're dating outside of COVID, you got a lot of time to go to different places and do different things and be around each other's friends and just to get to know each other. But with COVID, it's almost like, well, okay, so we got to create these situations together. Miles ain't single. I'm trying to tell you, Miles ain't single. Yes, he's sickening, but I love him. I want that feeling one day. I want that feeling one day. How does relationships work with y'all being on social media all the time? You go to my Instagram, you'll be bored. I'm not on social media like that anymore. I don't find it doesn't do anything for me to post on social media. You're gonna get your likes, you're gonna get your views and shit like that, but it doesn't. I'd rather post something that's gonna like be impact. I don't know. It's just different. I think YouTube is starting to take over my joy for social media, and that might be a good thing too, because I get to be way more expressive over here. I get to give you a full picture and not just a picture. You get the full everything. And over on Instagram for me ain't nothing but a hookup thing. Literally, I swear to God, like it's in networking and stuff like that. Facebook is family, and they so nosy. And I have my stories from my Instagram linked to my Facebook. So God forbid I post a boxer pic in some boxers or some gray sweatpants, and it go to my Facebook story. And the weirdest people in my family look at it, and then they'll send me a message like, "What you doing? The fuck it look like I'm doing? What do you mean? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna ask you, what do you think I'm doing?" So I started blocking family members from Facebook. I surely have. I surely have blocked the hell out of family members on Facebook. Speak it into existence. I feel like if a person brings out the best in you and you bring out the best in them, that's definitely your person. So let me ask you this, Lady K. Can that have happened in the past, and can it happen again? My partner has no social media. He's 50, I'm 30. I love that. Oh, that would be my ideal situation. Somebody who don't know shit about a Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. I stay off my Facebook because as soon as I post, everybody calls. Bingo! Be in your fucking business. I hate that shit. I fucking hate it. I hate. I tell my cousin this all the time. Girl, I hate fucking posting shit because the minute I post something, it'd be like, so what you doing? Where you at? How you do that? What's that? What you doing? I thought you was doing this. I thought you was... Suck my whole, like, leave me the fuck alone, family or not, y'all. Like, whoa. So now I'm just like, let me not put nothing up. Just don't nothing. I'm here. That shit is annoying. Oh Lord, how y'all? What you say? Oh Lord, how y'all deal with them socials? It seems like some people substitute relationships for social media. Absolutely, it's easier. It's easier to build a relationship with someone on social media than it is in real life. That's why I prefer having real relationships versus relationships online, because there's no work into it. There's no confrontation. There's no need, there's no dependency. In real life, you have those things. We have a confrontation, we got through it, now we know how to do it. On YouTube, yeah, you go through some shit And that's that. You see people go through shit all the time and come back and go through shit and come back, but it's a little different vibe. J Boss, from what part of New York are you from? Are you from? I'm from upstate New York. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm upstate. Oh, where was my invite? Your invite. Where was your invite? And I get to a point where I didn't know I was inviting you. I'm sorry. I didn't even know that was the whole case. My bad. What the fuck? I just don't post nothing. I swear to God, I don't. I swear to God, I don't. It's kind of scary how some subbies follows content creators religiously. Well, I think there's a thin line between that because take me for example. I can only use me as an example. Baby, I'm coming. Then y'all feed my child. Please put some food in there. Because I take me for example. There are certain content creators that I enjoy and I like that I actually naturally felt like I want to reach out to them. I want to, meet them, or I want to, just tell them how I admire what they're doing. But that isn't to the point where it's like I want to smell your drawers or I want to, no, it's not that. And then when I feel like they think that that's how I am, like I feel like that way about them, I back the fuck off. I back the whole fuck off. Like, hell no. I ain't sweating nobody like that. And the folks that I genuinely enjoy and like I think you can build a genuine connection with them, to a certain degree. There are celebrities who build connections with their fans on a specific level, but not everybody. Not everybody's got your best interest at heart. How people live in their phones instead of real life is sad. It is sad. And those will be the first ones that say they have a life. Honestly, my relationship is the first monogamous, faithful relationship I've ever been in. Everyone from my past, I cheated on them and played games. It's a once in a lifetime. Wow, that's amazing. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Congratulations. That's what we all want. I figured that you give upstate. Yeah, I'm upstate. Good morning, Bubbles. Good morning. I posted something about 5 weeks ago about my daughter. I had to turn my phone off. Then my sister came banging on my door talking about why you ain't answering. Listen. I can hear the New York accent. When I was in Chicago, I had the Midwest accent. I had the wild Chicago accent, baby. Def not Bronx, Brooklyn, or the other ones. You two come. No. Obsessive on a whole other level. You do seem level-headed and balanced for you too. I think I sat back in the cut and watched. So I was here for 2 years. And then after my first year, I became a content creator. And as of September of last year, I made 2 years. So it's been 2 years and a couple of months. And I've had the opportunity to watch people and learn. And it's been interesting. What I'm going to say is everything's a circle. Everything comes in a full circle. So everybody gonna have an opportunity where they shine. Everyone gets an opportunity, and I'm only saying this relative to the people who share the same audience in the beef sector, because our audiences, they all do this. They ain't gonna like you, then they gonna like you, they ain't gonna like you, then they ain't gonna like you, and it just shift like that. And so I feel like everybody gets the opportunity to shine. You ain't gonna like everybody. You can't be a yes man. You're not gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you walk in knowing that shit, you should be comfortable, And the one other thing I've learned through this whole thing is about alliances. It's a no-go. You don't build an alliance with nobody. You build relationships with individual folks, but you build alliances with no one. You don't guarantee security to no one. You don't guarantee your security from someone, because you never know how the other person may be in any given moment. And you never know who you have just now put your security and comfort, who hands you've put that in. And I'm too much of an alpha male. I'm too much of a plan B. I'm too much of a kind of dude to do that. So I always feel like you need to Always side eye a bitch. I said it. Yes, side. You always got to be looking at people like, what the fuck? What the fuck you doing? Yeah, history always repeats itself. They're too fickle for alliances. You're absolutely right, but they want them. Everybody want to be protected. Everybody want an alliance. Um, I thought at one point I really did think that alliances was the way that you could succeed because it's almost as if you have, guaranteed support, but that ain't even the case. No one has guaranteed support. Motherfuckers you think that support you or go up for you are the ones competing with you. Take that and sip on it. Here I am. I don't be thinking about motherfuckers. I don't be thinking. I do my own fucking thing, and it be the weirdest motherfuckers be trying to compete with you or size you up and square you up, and you're like, damn, nigga, I get two motherfuckers. I do what the fuck I want, when I want, how I want to. You know what I mean? I support who I want to, when I want to, how I want to. Let me tell y'all this. It's a person down here on YouTube that I just don't like, that I be in their chat, and every time they get a super chat or some support, I cash at my fave. Cash at my fave. And I be saying in my head, so when you making money, bitch, my fave is making money. Now catch that. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to do everything that you want to do that makes you feel good. You don't have to, that's why I stay away from certain people's channels, because I feel like if you're not catering to that content creator sort of feels like your opinion is null and void. You know what I'm saying? And this right here is just subscriber talk. Us subbies in the beef sector. Tell it, Roman. I agree. Independence is key to you keep from being tied to an uncomfortable situation. Absolutely. And then the thing about that is, if you are tied to an uncomfortable situation, you got to be fucking clear from the jump state. You got to let it be known, like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but this shit is not clear. What's up? And then allow people to respond. They gonna, allow people to respond the way they want to respond. Yeah, I'm too independent minded to follow other people. Yeah, and you can't poke me. You can't provoke me. Like, there's nothing you can say that can get to me. You know why? Because all of my situations, I work through them and I get to an end. And I deal with them. And if there are situations that are still open that I haven't dealt with, there's nothing you're gonna say that's gonna make me. No, I'll be sitting there thinking, like, I take some of the situations, I'm not a parent, so that's the one thing. I don't know how it feels when you talk about my child. I know I'll, break a bitch neck about my nephews and shit like that, but my child, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I don't have a child, so I can only imagine that. But all this other shit, no, it don't be moving me. That's another issue. A lot of sizing people up. People be sizing up their friends too. Absolutely. 100%. Now you take this and apply it to anybody down here on YouTube. Anybody down here on YouTube that has a friend in the beef sector, they definitely look at their friends' numbers. They definitely look at what their friend is doing. I'm telling you this, absolutely 100%. I've caught myself looking at my friends' numbers, like YouTube friends, like, damn, I gotta put in the work. And it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, but people are definitely sizing each other up. It's part of the course. Everybody wants to win. Everybody's trying to figure out what's their formula to win. What are you doing that makes you win, so I can do it, so I can win too? That's pretty much the way they play the game. Absolutely. Who what? Keep your eyes on your own plate. You can't get full plate watching. Absolutely not at all. Hey, Sassy Show. Good morning. Good morning. I think it is good to have alliances, but you should have a little dirt on whoever you're in the alliance with. It's shady, but it's the beef sector. I wish I could tell you how I responded to feeling like that. So, like, yeah, no, but yeah, that's the thing about it. That's why I feel like I can do an alliance, because I feel like people in alliances try to find something out on you so they can have it holding over your head. I really do feel like that. I honestly feel like that when people create alliances with people and they have personal information, you're now indebted unless you let that personal information out on your own. Fuck that. I'd rather, tell what it is, put my business out here first. You know what I'm saying? And anything that Roman has been through or any of my, it's my shit. I own that shit. There ain't nothing you can take from that. Shit, you found me on Skip the Games, and I was on there. Go fucking make a video and laugh about it, bitch. We can scroll through together. You want to watch me set up a listing? That's where I would be at. That's what I'm saying. Shit don't get to me. You talk about my dead sibling or brother or parent. I'm so dealt with that. I'm so consoled in that. That would never bother me. You could never get me on that at all. Talk about my relationship with my mom. It wouldn't do nothing to me. It wouldn't do nothing to me. You gotta understand, I lived this life for 34 years. You got to talk about, what will get me? Talking about my intelligence, insulting my work, insulting stuff that I pride myself on doing. That'll fuck me up. This other little beef sector shit y'all be talking about, you're ugly, you're fat, you're bitch. Have you been on a planet? That's what shit people say all day long, every day. You got to come a little bit harder and more strategic if you're gonna try to fuck with a nigga like me. Okay. I don't like the fact that I have trolls. Shit. Some of the biggest content creators are trolls. Let's just be real about that one. Good morning, Sassy. They got tea on their friends. Absolutely. I absolutely 100% believe that. People have tea on their friends. Whether it's true tea, right tea, correct tea, they got some form of tea. Nothing wrong with healthy competition. It's a good motivator. It is. It is a good motivator. It is. And sometimes it keeps you from being stagnant. That's true, though, honestly, because people switch up. They do switch up. People keeping stuff in their back pocket until mad day. That's like thinking Fi ain't got tea on Nisi Poo and vice versa. Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I absolutely believe that. And thank you all for stopping through too. If you could take a moment to hit the like button, please. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, just coming down in the morning, I wanted to meet and greet and talk with the subbies before we start our day and kick off our day. Happy MLK Day. Happy birthday to him on January 15th. And I will have a video out on 12 noon. Just my way of saying we love you. Bubbles, the keyword is healthy. What some of these folks do is pure evil. I'm different. Don't talk about me. You don't play that? Hey, pretty PR chick. Good morning. Good morning. Like this video. Thank you. Thank you, Capricorn season. I'm a Leo. We love her. If you are a true friend to me, you become family. I don't seek out negative information on a person I truly love. That's it. I have no ill intentions at all for no one. You know why? You want to know, and it's only one thing. You want to know why I have no ill intentions for people and why I can do this for years and years and have no ill intentions, and why successful people can get into their lane? Because they have goals. The minute you set a goal, you don't focus on this other shit. So if your goal is to have a beautiful channel, a productive channel, and you think that, okay, the numbers are in the beef sector, so let me just beef and get those numbers, then where does that take that beef sector person? How far does that go? Like, so my goal has never been for numbers or to become like that. My goal has been to have a successful channel. And I don't think it's successful being a person who throws vigilant shit back and forth all day. And I don't know if Uncle Tim said it or somebody said it this weekend, but everyone gets away with doing it under the veil. It's the beef sector, and we all want entertainment. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. Until someone goes to jail, until someone's banned on YouTube, off of YouTube, until someone's stalked to their death. It's beefing and it's entertainment. But no one ever really wins. Like, there's no real person that can tell you that the beef sector has made them on their own WeTV or their own Oxygen Network. Wait, what is Maddie on now? Foxo. That's, if you honestly want to tell me, that's my goal. Those are goals for me, that lane over there. So when I see this shit, I'll be like, okay, this is fun. It's entertaining. But as a person who I'm not, that's not, I don't feel like there's a goal in it. I love your realness and honesty as you are. Thank you, Brick Girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Left-handed. Yes, hit the like button, y'all. 43 people in here. Roman, you're a whole vibe. Keep grinding, King. You will go first. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me tell you how funny this is. When I first came live this morning for like the first 15 minutes, it was like 2 or 3 people in here. Nobody dropped down. I'm just talking. And I said, damn, I feel like Clyde Diva. But now I'm understanding that sometimes you actually have to let your live run, and you have to let people accumulate and build up to come in that audience. I always assume that you come and you're live and it goes out. A lot of times it's not the notifications or not. And so I felt defeated in that moment, like, yo, let me just turn this off. And I said, nah, just stay and talk, just do your thing, keep pushing. So if I could say anything to anybody who's a new content creator out here who also, want to go live and you have a small audience like me, one thing about going live and your numbers being low at the beginning, you just got to stay on. Just stay on as long as you can. And eventually folks will pick up and they'll come into your room and they'll talk to you. So don't be discouraged by that. I know it's because, I wish somebody would have told me this shit too, because that'd be the reason why a lot of us get discouraged. It's because, we come in here, we talking to one person, and you don't want to be talking to one person. So I thank you all, 45 of you all, for being here this morning. And I'm definitely going to be doing morning lives more because I enjoy vibing with y'all and stuff like this. Wiley coined this the beef sector thing. He bounces for respectability. He did, didn't he? But now, if I was following someone, if there was a goal in my mind, that would be where it is. That would be something like I see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. The Amon Wiggins, stuff like that. He had Cardi B on his channel. Who the fuck in the sector got somebody on their channel or working towards that? Well, Bree was finna get McShaky, and that was dope too. That would have been dope. But those are type of goals that I think makes you a well-rounded YouTube person. When your goal isn't the beef, it's this, but the beef just happens and it's cute and it's entertaining, but you really are building a foundation of shit. I think that's important too. Yes, or even Kev on stage. Yeah. Oh wow. So we got 50 people in here. Can y'all hit the like button too as you're in here? Is that Treasure Lane? If you think these folks won't find the beef sector death entertaining, child, there will be videos drop dragging a person reading the reading a eulogy. My God, I'm so glad I was not around here when Tracy's stuff was leaked about her mother, because that would have been so, like, I don't understand. It's going too far. What about that is funny though? I used to get discouraged when my chat stopped moving, not realizing people are listening. Fresh pressed juice. That's exactly why I just said that, because that's what happens. And so don't get discouraged, because I was too this morning. I definitely was like, all right, well, we're gonna try again tomorrow. So we see each other, we get it, we newbies, we learning. Treasure Lay, I agree. Bricker, how did you get here? Beef and sector, King Roman. Sitting in Tracy's chat. I was in Tracy's chat. She popped up during the T.S. Madison and Kaya situation. She was giving her a little information on it. And this is when Tracy used to come to the camera. She'd be like this. Now, y'all know. Now, y'all know. Now, I just was like, who is this woman? Who is this lady? And I fell in love. Ever since then, I just fall in love. And then my earlier days, there was 2 people in her chat with my name, and I used to drop down and speak to her, and she used to be like, hey, you number 2, and hey, you with the, and I used to be like, oh, so she know me. So it just started building up, and I used to start following her around. I met Rico through her chat. I met Rita from her. I met Spillits Boy TV through her. I met a lot of people through her channel, and ever since then, it's just been that's where it's been at. I've been holding her down. It was very comedic. I think a lot of people had their start through Tracy. She's been around for a while. Not a lot of people, but a lot of people that I'm familiar with have had a start through Tracy's channel. So that was my start into it. I think the next person after that I met was, I definitely want to say it was Bree. Because then I started going to Bree's channel, and she used to start speaking to me and stuff. I was like, oh, you Bree. And then Bree had a panel with Spillerboy TV, and I dropped down and I was talking, and then Spillerboy TV gave me some advice. You need to start going on panels more. You need to get yourself out here if you really want to pop your channel. And I said, oh my God, he know who I am. So it just grew from there. I met Rico. We did, I genuinely wanted Rico to understand, because when I met Rico, Rico was like on some no new friends. So I genuinely wanted him to know that I was coming from a genuine place and I wasn't trying there. I had no motive. So I think during the time I met him, I didn't put up no videos. I didn't put up anything. I didn't want it to seem like I was clout chasing or anything like that. Months went by. Then we had a show and we got to talk about that. And, it was like, oh, and nothing changed. So it's just been like a natural growing progression, like literally. Kwani, I remember the first time she shouted me out, and I'm like, oh my God, because I was scared of Kwani, like, damn, she about to read me down too. But, now I understand, Kwani is almost like HR in the beef sector. Whether she like you or not, she's just going to say what she got to say. So it's part for the course. Well, that's how I got here. Good morning, Purple Peach. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, I was sitting there this morning like, ooh, thank you, Kimberly Black. How you doing? My goal is to get a segment of Trademark Sunday Best on Fox 45. That's it. And you work towards that goal. And anything outside of that is either par for the course or it's helping you work towards that goal. But the fact that you got that as your goal, it works, because now you almost can use that goal to figure out who else is doing this. How are they doing it? Are they successful? That's the model I need to follow. You know what I mean? It gives you a clear path of what you need to be doing and what you need to do that's right. It's not funny, just so scandalous you watch. It is. It's scandalous as hell until that should be hit home. Then it's like, I imagine some content creators have went days where they couldn't sleep, or, their nerves were really, really bad, or they've had, they couldn't eat. Because we're all humans, and I'm just sitting here thinking, like, sometimes this shit got to be too much on your soul to know that you always got drama festering, or some beef, or something is festering. Facts, Treasure Lane. I came in when Trey was a thing, laughed my ass off, and stayed even after they ran him out. I went to go watch a Trey video. Is it what is it? Simply Trey or something like that, or something with Trey? But I went to go see a video. He would have been interested to be in the sector still. Some of these shenanigans take me out, baby. Some of this stuff I've never heard or seen in real life. It'd be the fake beefing for me. When you realize that some beef has been fabricated just for attention, clicks, and views, that's always the ones that take me out. Like for real, that shit is fake. Wow. And a lot of times it do be. I still say it's a lot going on, y'all. It is. That's a Baltimore channel. Fox 45. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Droid Girl. How you doing? Tracy and I go back from way back with the Lovely Tea and Tasha K tobacco. Yep, and then she turned me on to Lovely Tea because she said she was moderating over there at the time. Tracy used to say, I'm minding my business. Y'all too. Remember that? And she used to be right in front of it. She'd be like, hey y'all. And I used to be like, it was just so funny because I never saw that part of YouTube like that. Purple Peach. There was a whole mock funeral done for J Dun's mom way before the pic was posted of Tracy's mom. See, shit like that is not even funny. It's just not. Yeah, that's not even funny. A mock funeral. I'm sorry that happened to you, J Dun. Found James Caldwell through his reviews. Me too. My phone right through Tasha K through. She hated her and I like her. I'm phone just all these streets ever since. Yeah, Trixie ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. What's up, Tennessee King? Trey. Simple solution. Log off when it's too much. That's true. That is absolutely true. Don't drop down. don't be around. You know, that's true. They prey on the gullible. Y'all remember this is just entertainment. That is something to be said. If you're gullible and vulnerable, you are susceptible to being affected by the beef sector the hardest. When you are coming down here for emotional support, that is when you will be the most affected, because ain't nobody trying to give you emotional support. There will always be one or two or three outliers in the chat or in a situation that don't have your best interest at heart. But then again, that says a lot about the person who's actually doing the attacking, because why not just say what you have to say to someone's face? That's why I hate most trolls. And you know what also kills me about that is sometimes the trolls are content creators who, instead of wanting to put out some tea or some beef in their own name, they want to do it in somebody else's name in another chat somewhere else, and then bring that tea over to their channel like it's some news. Y'all got to be careful about that stuff too. I see every fucking thing, and I know all the play. I ain't saying I know all the plays, but I'm watching plays and I'm learning. I'm like, oh, okay. When CCs are getting along, people say things are getting boring, and that's true. And that's when you have the beef sector. Ain't nobody, that's when they popping out. People can't have it both ways. Correct. That's true. Right, Bubbles. And when people try to switch it up, they don't get views, so they make a beef. I ain't never making a fucking beef. I think most of the trolls are content creators. I used to get blocked in the beginning for that. Well, let me go back to this comment. Right, Bubbles. And when people try to switch up, they don't get views, so they make a beef. This only is applicable when you come to YouTube to be a content creator for the beef. Like, you have no other content. You don't make reviews. You don't do anything else. Then what you're saying here is applicable. Because when you have other things going on your channel that you can redirect your attention to, I think oftentimes you'll find yourself dibbling, dabbling in both. But when your sole purpose is beef sector, yeah, it's gonna be boring. Yeah, you want beef. Yeah, that's where your views come. That's where your clicks come from. Absolutely. But if you don't do nothing else, that makes sense. I used to get blocked in the beginning for that. Simply asking a question will get you blocked. Hell yeah. Let me go. I get up out of here. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Break Girl, so true. All right, y'all. I watched James Cole, and people would hate on him for having different content and not just beefing. What you mean, like the reviews for the TV shows and stuff? No, that actually happens to a lot of CCs. You just mentioned being temporarily defeated because of views. That happens all the time, and then they resort to beef. Yeah, but I'm defeated for views that didn't cause me to come and like start a beef. It just means that you got to work harder. Exactly what I said. Well, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. That don't mean I'm about to switch to beef. And I have a whole bunch of other content on my channel that I could just then say, let me upload a video. It's easier to say it's boring when all you're doing is talking about beef sector stuff. I could literally come up here this morning and we could have been talking about America's freezing. Would have been like 20, 30 people here. That's fine. See, I guess because I didn't come into this wanting to be a beef sector content creator. I didn't come in thinking that I need to create beef. No, I don't need to create it. I did a beef sector show, and the beef sector show featured a lot of the beef sector content creators, and we discussed the things that went on the show. And from that, I got a lot of people who came over to my channel. Now, what I do with that is up to me. I can either decide to create beef, or I can decide to want to spend it off until, other content, doing other things, morning lives where I can talk about stuff. So, I mean, when I see the fact that I go live and I don't have a lot of views, in my mind, it doesn't mean that I need to come down here and be like, bitch, fuck you, ho, what now? Now, what's going? The fuck? That's never been my character. So that's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'll go on somebody else's channel and do it. Standing up in here crying while folks are laughing makes you look crazy. But most times it's done for sympathy and donations. Well, yeah, that's the fake beefing I be talking about, like the fakeness. Yeah. And I've seen my faves even pull some of these stunts where it's like a situation that wasn't as excessive was drawn out for sympathy. Um, because it's easier to get sympathy that way than to do it the right way. Is that it? Would you agree? Some of these CCs are behind troll pages. Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. All you got to do is block one of them and then see who you blocked. Go back to that video, unblock them, go back to that video a couple weeks later, a whole new name. I've done it. The ones who just beef will shade you for having more content than just beefing. You over there, you over there talking all that dumb shit. Ain't nobody watching that shit, bitch. Nobody care about all that dumb shit. See, you ain't, but you gotta start and you gotta do it because the beef sector ain't gonna last forever. It you know what I'm saying? Like you got a whole platform that's reaching a whole bunch of people. Why not at least engage in multiple ways? You know what I mean? Like that's what investment is about. Why not diversify your portfolio? Why just, think that you're limited to one specific type of content? Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no one picking you up for a radio show. You're not going to be picked up for a TV show beefing in the beef sector. You're risky. It's risky. It's very risky. But however, if you take your same skill set, which is being vocal, having storytelling, being strategic, visual, all of that good stuff, and apply it to another whole topic, you might be worth some shit. You might be worth some shit. But just thinking that this is it and this is how I'm going to win, okay, it's cute in the moment. That means shit nothing 2 months now. It means nothing 3 months now. It means nothing 4 months now. It means nothing a year later. 2 years later, it still means nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I love your integrity, saying that energy will serve you well. Thank you, Linda B. Correct levels. I say 75% exactly. American really is freezing though. Yeah. I had to turn my heater on in my room. My room is way, way in the back, and I don't know why the heat back there don't work like it's supposed to. But when I tell you I was freezing, I and I sent a text message to my landlord like I don't understand how I have to buy a heater and I have heat in my unit. Sympathy and payola. I wonder which CCs are trolls, especially the ones that really like me. Sassy, you know which CCs are trolls. We know which CCs are trolls. Oh baby, Craig got popped. I'm gonna say this: the content creators who are trolls are the ones that you see in the chat speaking at the very start, like I'm here, and then they go away, and then you see other people come in and start popping mess. Yeah. Or the trolls drop in the chat with T about a very specific topic that another CC was talking about. That's a troll. A CC troll. That should go down in view sector history, boy. That's shocking to go with you. If a CC is serious about this, then create real content. No thought goes into just cursing someone every day. But it's entertaining, and that's what people want to watch, and that's how you make your money, and that's how we get, that's what you do. Yeah, you can't say that and then watch it. Like you gotta pick and choose. When Craig got popped, I mean, for real, food junkie. I would love to know who I'm speaking to, and I would keep their secret. Come through, diversify. There's so many CCs that I would love to see them just do something else. Just like, why don't you talk about this or do something else? But it's hard. It requires work. That means you got to set something up. I mean, you got to go do some research. You can't just come down here and just kick the shit. They don't hear you though. Of course not. Finally caught you. So bomb. I was watching you in a live, and you kept saying something down. You don't know this person. You don't know this person. I don't know that. I think it's you saying you don't know Sir King or something like that. And I'm sitting here thinking like, messy Leo. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning. I'll always be over there watching you, sneak watching. You say some real shit. I enjoy your content. I enjoy your quotes too on your community wall. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. So bomb. I have my AC on. Sassy show. Secret is safe with me. No, I don't. Fresh juice. I woke up sweating. That's why I'm up now. I'm off today, so I'm gonna be popping shit all day and then go back into hiding. Wait, so Sassy, are you a troll? Are you saying that you troll a little bit too? It was hot as heck on here. I thought the devil was sitting on the foot of my bed. Good morning. Good morning, YB. Why is he still a thing? There you go. That's exactly what you was running around saying. Who is Sir King? Who is Sir King? All right, y'all. I want to say thank you for checking me out this morning. Roman in the morning. We had a little good conversation. We covered a whole bunch of stuff just everywhere. If you haven't took a chance to hit the like button, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll have an MLK tribute out on around noonish today. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your MLK day. Do something nice for somebody else. Pay it forward. If you're in a drive-through, look behind you, and if it's somebody that is worth it, pay it forward. Say, I'll take care of their meal too, and then see if they'll take care of the person behind you. Not all the time that works, but sometimes it works. I appreciate your support and your respect for all this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised if people trolled themselves. Good morning. I remember I have like 4 different YouTube accounts, and one of them is my professional account. And I was in that account, and I dropped down in somebody's chat under that account accidentally and didn't want to. I deleted that shit so fucking quick. I was with the fucking quickness. I restarted my computer, slapped that bitch down, and said, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? I need to get my shit together. Exactly, Sassy. Everyone have a great day. Yes, you all have a great day. My driveway is clear. I'm mad. He's still breathing behind that screen. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Treasure, I feel like you woke up this morning on the messy side. You ready to go at it. What I do? It's a Virgo. I tried the other day and I'm like, how did I deal with this whining? Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Girl, you call that whining. That's squealing. When you see the broom handle, you know what's up. Ain't no troll pages. Y'all eating pancakes? I can't. Well, I don't know who's finna go live now. I don't know who else is up. I was trying to see if somebody else was going live for us to move on because I'm not doing too much today. So I'll be around in the skies. But thank you again for stopping through this morning. I appreciate it. I'll probably be live Wednesday morning. And I just hate because the chat is just going. I just might as well just look. He and I know you are, but what am I type of kill? Laugh my ass off. They ain't at IHOP. Y'all at IHOP? Or are y'all at the original Pancake House? Or Chicago's Chicken and Waffles? I really get scared when I see the broom. It's the thumbnails for me. That last thumbnail with the nails, that shit took me out. I said, wait a minute. What is going on here? Them nails? That shit like they've been stepping on their own hands all their life. They just look squeezed out and pressed. Okay, for the original, get out of the IHOP. All right. Let me get out of here. All right, you all. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate you. If you're the replay gang, please hit the like. I appreciate you also for coming through. And I will see you all next Wednesday. And so until next time, deuces.